I want to talk about what I actually did. There's a lot of things I could have done. And so what I actually did when I started to look at, okay, well, I'm going to move this out of the bank now because I realized I don't want this in the bank. Okay. I started learning about the banking system and I was like, I don't want them borrowing my money and paying me 0.10% and making double and triple digits. I don't want them pulling a bail-in on me where the economy crashes and the bank uses the deposits to cover their bills and they don't have to pay me. And that happens before the FDIC insurance kicks in. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to move this money out of the bank. What do I do with it? Okay. So the first thing that I looked at was how do I maximize this? Okay. Cause I wasn't very successful in business yet. Sure. I had my first 100,000, but I had doubts. I was like, well, what if I don't make another 100,000? What if I fail? What if something goes wrong? What if an emergency happens? I want to get as much as I can out of this 100,000. That was the poor kid in me. I was like, squeeze the pennies for everything you can, right? Like penny pinch it to death. I've got, how many pennies is 100,000? Is that 1,000,000 pennies? That's 1,000,000 pennies. Isn't that right, Lexi? I think that's 1,000,000 pennies. I was like, I got like 1,000,000 pennies. I'm going to squeeze the copper out of these 1,000,000 pennies. Okay. So I started looking at it and the decision I made is I decided I'm going to put this in life insurance. Okay. Super weird decision for a 22-year-old, 23-year-old. Let me tell you what, right? I'm going to put this in life insurance. That's not the thing you'd expect someone at that age to think about and do. So I started researching, and you guys have heard this story, and I learned that the top 1% of wealth, the largest corporations in the United States, the banks in this country, they keep their reserves in high early cash value, dividend paying whole life insurance. Okay. That title is lengthy. It's not just any life insurance. It's high early cash value, dividend paying whole life insurance. Okay. And the reason why I put this there is I realized, number one, if they're doing it and I copy them, I'm at least going to be kind of successful, right? They're not stupid. Right now they have my 100,000 in the bank and they're using it because it's deposited with them and they're buying life insurance. So if I just copy what they do, I'm going to get kind of close to where they are, even if I mess it up badly, right? That was my reasoning. Okay. So the thing that I looked at here is the protections that it has. And people don't talk about this enough. I talked about this with my clients this week. So number one, this is guaranteed against death, right? Like for me, I was married at the time. Okay. So when I die, Lexi's going to get several $1,000,000. At the time, I didn't already have several $1,000,000. So that was my way of securing the bag. I was like, if I fail, she's going to win. Okay. There's not any way that my family legacy doesn't carry on. There's not any way that financial independence doesn't occur in the Fetta family. It's going to now, no matter what, because I just made it happen. Okay. Most investments aren't like that. If I was like, hey, I want to build up a $2 million real estate portfolio and I die at 300,000, chances are she's not going to carry it on to 2 million. Okay. If we have kids and grandkids, they're not going to be like, oh, we'll do it. Like, cause I'm not there to teach it. Right. So I was like, okay, well, no matter what, this is going to pay out. If I put in at the time, my money that I was putting in, I'm going to get $2 or $3 million that pays out tax free. That's a lot more than I'm putting into it. That makes sure that she's going to be taken care of. Okay. Because financial independence wasn't just about me. Okay. That's the thing about it. Financial independence is bigger than just us. It's about our families. It's about our legacies. Sure. We get to enjoy it for the short period that we're alive, but we want to make sure that they start where we left off. So it's guaranteed against death. I like that about it. Okay. It's also guaranteed against loss. Okay. Cannot lose money, has never lost money. It's been around since before the Civil War. Every single depression, recession, you name it, that's happened since then, including 2020, including 2008, including the tech bubble, it still was profitable in those years. So it's guaranteed against loss. It's also guaranteed against taxation. Okay. I like this one. If you're telling me if I put money in here, the IRS can't touch it. I can literally say, screw them. And they can't touch a penny of what I put in there. I like that. So it's guaranteed against taxation. It's also guaranteed against lawsuits. If I get sued, they can't go after my life insurance. Okay. It's guaranteed against creditors. Okay. I liked that too. Like I had some debt at the time. So I was like, okay, so if they collect on me or if I go file bankruptcy or whatever, they can't touch my cash value. Correct. They can't touch my cash value. They can't touch my life insurance. Okay. It's also private. Okay. We hear a lot about privacy and all these different things. The United States, we operate on laws. So if it's not written in law, it's not going to be enforced, right? In law, life insurance is private. It's a unilateral contract. It's contract law. Unilateral means one party. Nobody else can touch it, access it, see it, use it, take it, change it. Only I can. The insurance company can't even. Of course, they're going to see it because they're the ones that are underwriting it, but they can't go in there and change the contract. They can't access my funds. They can't give it to the government. They can't do anything. We hear about this, and it's ironic because we hear about this with crypto. There are no laws protecting crypto from any of those things. There are laws protecting life insurance from that. Okay, this one has been around 160 or more years, depending on the company, 160 plus years on average, right? So that's written in law. That's a unilateral contract. And then the other one it's protected against is opportunity costs. Okay, opportunity cost means I can have my cake and eat it too. Okay, and this was why I used it. I started learning this strategy called the infinite banking concept. Okay, I've coined it the sacred account because we do ours a little bit different. Opportunity cost means if I have money, like let's say I have this pen, let's pretend it's $1, it can't be in two locations at the same time, right? So if I spend it over here, I can't save it over here. If I save it over here, I can't spend it over here. If I invest it over here, I can't be saving it and spending it because it's over here. It can only occupy one space, right? That's just like a basic law of physics, right? But with life insurance, it can occupy more than one space, right? So with life insurance, I can deposit my dollar. My dollar will grow at 3 to 5% on average, tax-free. I can borrow against the dollar, have it still here growing, and it's over here now. And I'm pay 1 to 3% interest cost to do this. It's going to keep growing at 3 to 5. I can borrow 70 to 90% of it, right? Now I can use it for whatever I want to use it for. I can pay off debt. I can self-finance my vehicle. I can invest it. I can do all sorts of things with it and still have this part of it growing. So now I can have my cake and eat it too. It can be in two locations at the same time. Okay, I like this part of it because this is literally what banks do. It's called fractional reserve banking. When you deposit money in a bank, they have a reserve requirement, which currently is 0, meaning they don't have to keep any of your deposits in reserves. And then they loan that money out. And so they make money on your money while they tell you it's in your account. If you're wondering, what does Wealth Dynamics do? How can we actually help you? Number one, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom, grab one now. You can get that down in the comments in the video. You can get the link for that. Number two, we do a free course on Fridays on personal finance. Okay, you can also get the link for the description there too. And then finally, if you have a desire to start getting help walking through these different phases toward financial freedom, book a call with my team. Go to our website, set up a call. We're able to help out and answer questions. That's how we can help you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.